Hello sisters, as promised, I'm providing you with instructions on how to create a holder for the new tract. I was trying to write them down, but every time I started writing them, they just seemed too complicated, so I thought it was easier to just make a video. The supplies that you will need are a 12 by 12 inch piece of scrapbooking paper, not cardstock, but regular scrapbooking paper. The patterns and designs are really pretty. A pair of scissors, a ruler, a pencil, and a glue stick. So you'll need to cut your paper down to 8.5 by 10. That's really important because that's the perfect size for the tracts. Again, cut your paper down to 8.5 by 10. So it should look like this. You'll measure 8.5 inches across, mark that with your pencil, and then 10 inches in length. Mark that intersecting point with your pencil and then cut it out with your scissors. I suggest that you cut 2 pieces to start with. This way, going forward, you don't have to use your ruler and your pencil as your guide to measure. You can just use an existing piece of paper. So once you have your 8.5 by 10 inch piece of paper cut, the next thing you want to do is fold. And you want to fold it and leave 1/4 inch free, just like this. So you fold it and leave 1/4 inch free. The next thing that you want to do is fold in that 1/4 inch, just like this. So just fold that 1/4 inch in. It doesn't have to be exactly precise, but fold it in so that it looks like this. So kind of a clean edge. Again, fold 1/4 inch in so that it closes nicely. The next thing that you want to do is fold the back up about 1/4 inch. So just to repeat those steps. You have a piece of 8.5 by 10 paper. First you want to fold it almost in half, leaving 1/4 inch free. Then you want to fold that 1/4 inch in so that it closes kind of like a book. Then you want to fold about 1/4 inch up on the back. I hope you followed all of that. The next thing that you want to do is to fold the top down at an angle. It's important to make this fold so that you can actually see what tracts are inside your tract holder. So you simply fold it down. So I will repeat all of those steps. You've cut your 8.5 by 10 inch sheet of paper. Fold it almost in half, leaving 1/4 inch free. Open it up, fold that 1/4 inch in. Turn it over, fold 1/4 inch up on the back. Turn it back over and fold this inside flap in until it meets inside, just like this. Pretty easy, huh? So you're starting to see the shape of the tract holder come together. The next thing that you want to do is to go ahead and make your first cut, which will be your only cut really. You want to get rid of this flap. So right above where these two intersect, you can take your pencil, mark a line right here. And then with your scissors, just cut that off. Right on that line. Looks nice and neat, doesn't it? Okay, that's great. So this is how it should look. The next thing that you want to do is to go ahead and start gluing it. So the tract holder pretty much looks exactly as it's going to look when you're finished. And right now all you need to do is use your glue stick to make everything stick. So open it back up. You're going to run a line of glue right along the bottom. So you run a line of glue all the way along the bottom, right on the whole area that you folded. And you run glue all the way up the side, just until here. So this side that's still folded in that you can see the pattern on, run some glue all the way up there. So I'll do that. So again, glue all along that bottom fold only, just along that bottom fold, and then along the side, just on the pattern part that is still showing. So again, you're putting glue all along here and then all along the bottom just on the fold. And then you want to close it up. So close it, make sure all of this adheres, and then your bottom, squeeze that together, then fold it under again. So what you've just done is ensured that this pattern part on the inside adheres to this pattern flap, that the bottom is securely glued to each other, and now you still have this flap and you want to have it adhere. So you just run some glue along the bottom of that flap. So again, put the glue along the bottom of the flap and then just fold it up. And guess what? That's all you need to do to make a tract holder. So here's the finished product. It's all dry. Again, we took an 8.5 by 10 piece of paper, folded it almost in half but not quite because we left 1/4 of an inch free, and then folded that 1/4 of an inch inward, folded 1/4 of an inch upward on the back, folded down this part for a little peekaboo so that we could see what tract was in there. Then you ran a line of glue on the inside of this on the pattern only, and then on the inside of the upward fold. Then we stuck it all together, and then another line of glue on the outside to stick here. And so now you just pucker it a little bit and you place your tract in. And there you have your homemade tract holder. Hope those instructions were easy enough. Take care, sisters. Bye-bye.